The history of constitutional reform is very stark. Very few of them have ever got up. And the one which is the greatest victory was the 1967 referendum that recognised, or seeking that Aboriginal people be recognised by the federal government, and that was the high watermark. The problem is, if you fail in a referendum, you really have to say goodbye to at least 3 decades, given the history of this country, before it can be contested again. So we have aspirations. The people who got out in 1967 en masse and voted for the Aboriginal recognition were great. And that was done by a whole lot of great work by our elders and men and women who over, afternoon tea parties convinced their neighbours to vote in this way. The statement from the heart, the Uluru Statement, and the setting up a makarita or an agreement is fine language. There is, I sense, a movement there for it, but is it enough to get us over the line? And it's rolling the dice. If we miss out, we say goodbye for it for a generation. So it's high stake. Alternatively, here in Victoria, you've got the treaty that's being proposed. Other states and territory are looking at a version of treaty. We're probably the most advanced. The fact is predicated on truth-telling, and you've got the Uruk principles around it. Around truth-telling gives a lot of buoyancy. However, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, again, talk about whether we have treaty that leads to sovereignty or sovereignty that leads to treaty. So we are split in that, and it's hard without one voice to expect non-Indigenous Australia to follow us down a particular track.